Hello Scorpio and welcome to ArcanaUniverse. This is going to be your 2024 predictions and forecast reading. Let's get started. Deep breath in. Exhale. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we'll tap into each month from January through December. Please remember this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed, but you will know if this is your story. There you are with the overall energy. Take one more. There you go. So I see here in the month of January that you have been working very hard when it comes to just your career and your finances. There is a crush that you have. There's a romantic partner that you've been eyeing, that you have a deep crush and romantic feelings for, and there's a lot of sexual passion towards this person, but this is somebody that you had to kind of let go and you had to move on from, mainly because you wanted to focus mostly on your work. When it comes to February, there's some level of truth, there's some level of deception that you have created for yourself. It's almost like there was a lot of burdens, so you wanted to escape that, you didn't want to face them, and as a result you really had to look directly into your soul and your essence and figure out, are you I'm getting this, are you screwing yourself over? Are you screwing yourself is what I'm getting. There is this strong earth energy coming through in the month of March. This person in the past, they really had to let you go, even though it may have been tough on you. They understand that, but they just kind of felt like it wasn't going anywhere, and to hold on to you, they didn't want to use you at the end of the day. They are somebody of integrity, and even though you may have suggested, hey, we can maybe just be friends with benefits, or you can just use me for intimacy or whatever, but this person kind of was like, no, like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go be in that kind of connection. And even though it was very hard on you, you kind of took it personally and figured, they just don't want you. But it's not that, it's just they just want to do it the right way. And I just kind of feel like finances or your career, or it's just something like that, like the stability, the foundation of the connection wasn't strong enough for it to continue on. It's fascinating. We're only just 4 minutes in, and bunch of downloads coming through, and it's very specific and to the point. And so let's go ahead and continue on to April. In April, I see you, you still have the eye on the prize. There's somebody here that you really adore and love, and you're gonna do whatever it takes to get them back, is your intentions and the energy surrounding this connection. you are willing to buckle down, get through any work or endeavors that you have set your mind to. And I see you kind of like saving up and trying to give it all you got. It's not over for you. You still have the eye on the prize, and you still want this. And so just moving into May, I feel like you have kind of come to a place in your life where you feel more comfortable, confident. I'm just getting the strong Virgo energy. They don't have to be, or it could be somebody with a lot of Earth and Virgo energy in their chart, in their astrological chart. But I just feel like there's just a lot of love here, and this genuine kind of love is something, it's like a connection. You want to grow old with them. And you just have a lot of deep love and affection towards them. And it's like whatever they do, they can do no wrong. Like you kind of put them on a high pedestal, but at the same time, they are somebody of worth. They are somebody who has integrity and gone through enough experiences in their life to know what's for them and what's not, and they're not the type to hold on to people just because it feels good. So that's what I get for that for January through May so far. Let's go ahead and just clear the energies and pull more cards for you. I was like, you don't want to talk anymore, huh? It's okay. You're in a safe space. You're just like, no. You're reading too deep. We're getting too deep. Guess what? That's what we're exactly what we're gonna do. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. You're in a safe space. Don't you worry. So I see here in May, you're trying to be more strategic when it comes to your finances. You may be pulling in some favors. You may be trying to just to let you know, like, I'm just channeling the message, and if it's perhaps coming off harsh or too bluntly, it's because that's how you want it. Like at the it may sound like, oh whoa, like, but that's just how it's coming out. So I'm just a messenger, and I feel like you can handle it. Okay, so the energy I'm picking up is in the month of June, there might be a possible financial opportunity where you're able to make a little bit more money, but it's almost as if you are piggybacking off of somebody else's project or endeavor. And it's like you're trying to have them see in a perspective like, oh, it'll benefit both of us. It'll benefit you mostly. But the person that you're dealing with may not see it that way. They just might feel like, you are in a financial place where you are looking to make more money, and you're not necessarily, you're using their foundation versus what you can bring to the table. Like they already have everything kind of set up, and you just kind of like walk through the door and it's like, oh, where do I stand in all of this? And so they're just kind of like, there's some level of defensiveness that I'm picking up. And remember, roles can be reversed, but you will know which side you're on. But just moving on to July, there is definitely this sense of teamwork and planning ahead and seeing, like, doing your research and seeing what can come about when it comes to your work. There is definitely a sense of planning ahead that you need to take into account, and actually doing the research will be very beneficial for you because it's going to create some level of a foundation, a stronger network and teamwork. If you kind of don't wing it when it comes to this project. In August, I see here you may be dealing with an air sign. They don't have to be, or somebody with a lot of air in their chart, but the kind of person that I'm picking up is somebody who's very cutthroat. It might possibly be like a father figure or a strong masculine energy in your surroundings. So it can be like your boss. I'm also getting like stepfather, but remember, I'm reading energy, so it's not necessarily gender specific, but I'm getting more of this like masculine air kind of energy where they don't want, they really hold back their energy when it comes to you. They just have this like defensiveness. They're very triggered by anything that you do. They just kind of feel like you're getting a handout, and they want to stop giving to this connection. That, like I said, this is a very specific reading, so it may not resonate for you all, but that's just what I'm getting for the month of August. In September, okay, now I'm getting like a mother figure, like a feminine energy that may be a match to this other person that was kind of giving you a hard time and not necessarily trying to give you all the abundance and resources that you may need. But this more feminine energy, I see them kind of standing up for you, but at the same time expecting for you to kind of get yourself out of any like being down or being out. I just really feel like you are going through a hard time, like you don't feel included, and this feminine energy is trying their best to not make you feel that way, but it's like under the circumstances, there's some level of distance at play here, where you're not able to gain immediate assistance or support, mainly due to either finances or the distance. But this person is really trying to encourage you, perhaps through tough love, through strong communication that you may not be ready to hear, but at the same time, they are giving you a different perspective that's going to help you to plan ahead and move forward, because they just don't like seeing you being stuck, being out and down about your circumstances. When it comes to October, I see you kind of moving on. You realize the truth here. So some of you may actually be like moving out if you live with your parents or something like that. I see you kind of moving out, leaving the nest, and you just realize the truth is that you are your own best friend. You need to look out for yourself. You can't necessarily piggyback, that word keeps coming through. You can't just piggyback off of someone else's success or their resources forever. I feel like there's been a lot of people, specifically too, that has been really trying to support you, trying to help you, but it's like it's reached an expiration date, so to speak, and the universe is really putting you in a situation where they're just giving you an opportunity to move on. And at first, you may feel like, oh, is this really what you want? You had it so easy, you had it so good, but now you're just being forced to move on and find something new for yourself. So I see you perhaps being in a new environment, new living conditions, and at first you feel pain. You feel pain, and like you feel like, oh, like, why me? Why did this have to happen to me? Everything was feeling good, and now things are not going the way you want it to necessarily. But the silver lining here is for your highest good, is so that you can be stronger, more dependable, and independent on yourself, and not necessarily to others. So let's go ahead and continue with the other months. So I see here in the month of November, the planning, researching, and trying to like take it all in. It's been a rough transition for you. I'm picking up on, like, you may not be wherever you ended up going. It was probably like just temporary. So you're looking for something more long term, and you're kind of doing your research, looking online, seeing what's out there, and not necessarily giving up. However, I see that since you have been working so hard and using up so much energy to try to find a place for yourself, there's a need for you to rest. It's just kind of been hard on you, and for your mental and for your body. And I see you in the month of November trying to like recuperate, relax, and heal from everything that's been going on. In November, I see you, working hard, trying to hang in there. There's this level of defensiveness still that I'm picking up where you feel like you're in a limbo. Like, all you know is you have day-to-day responsibilities. Like, there is some level of a framework. You do have some kind of schedule that you stick to that's been very good for you, because at least you don't have to wonder, oh, what's my schedule going to be like? Like, you know what you need to do day to day, but it's just like there's this wanting and hoping to not be stuck in that forever. Like, you want to move forward, but you're just not sure how to do that. And so I see you kind of planning ahead, trying to set up goals for yourself, and trying to see what are the options where you can utilize your skills and talents to continue moving forward and to go after what you really want. So, kind of wrapping up the year, you are motivated. You are motivated. You want to make things happen, and I see you taking action towards what you want. But it's a journey. It's not just the end goal, but it's the journey that is kind of what you're going through. So let's go ahead and kind of wrap up the reading. Let's do a little spinny spin. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Future. So it looks like you want to learn and know more about your future. So let's do it. future energy for Scorpio. We'll take this. Okay. Ooh. So I think there's this strong theme here about honesty. We're gonna get very honest and blunt. I feel like with the other signs, I kind of have to like say it in a way that it might not to say sugarcoating. I don't want to say I'm sugarcoating, but it's like with you, Scorpio, I really feel like I can just tell you like it is, and you will get it, even though it may not be easy right off the bat, but you will get it. And it's like it's your communication style too, your communication preference. You don't want people just, you know, being behind the bush in a sense. Like you want to be upfront. You rather like know it like it is and just get it out of the way, which is my style of communicating with you. Like, yeah. Okay, so your future, this is your future energy. There's going to be a connection here, like a romantic partnership or somebody that you can really see a future with. There's going to be somebody here that brings a lot of truth to the surface for you. And this is the person that you really can see yourself in the future being with them and being in love with them. But there is this like heartbreak when it comes to this connection. And I just feel like you feel defeated because in your heart and in your bones, you feel like this is the connection that you want to be in. But it's like there's a lot of work that's left to do. It's almost like in order to have this connection, there needs to be a strong foundation. This isn't somebody who's going to just be in it to be in it. Like they want to be in it because it feels right. Like it has all the foundation into creating a successful connection. So if there's any third parties, I'm getting strong third party energies. If you were ever in a situation, or if you're currently in a situation where you feel like you need people around you, even though it may not be true love, it may be friends with benefits, or somebody you have a crush on. You just kind of, I get this feeling like you yearn for these kinds of people. You want to be surrounded by those people because at the end of the day, you're heartbroken. There's somebody here that you want to be with, but they kind of like threw you with a truth bomb, and at first you were kind of upset. You were just like, why are they saying all of these things? Like it was very triggering for you. But then you also realized like they have a point. Like, would you really want to build a castle on top of mud? Like, no. If you want something great, then you're gonna have to put in the work and set up a great foundation. And I just kind of feel like this person that you really have strong feelings for, they put that into perspective for you. And even though it was very difficult for you to hear at the time, you just realize like it's for them. It's not about a facade. Like they're really like deep and raw when it comes to their connections. So okay, any other final messages? Yeah, it's saying like I feel like you got the short end of the stick. Like you didn't get your way, and as a result, all you can really do is like getting virtual stalk. Like you're stalking them in a sense. You're being very observant about what's going on in their life, what they're up to, or trying to find any source of trying to connect with them, even though they may not know, or even if it may not be like one-on-one, you're trying to keep tabs on them. And I just kind of feel like, you know, life's a balance. Like, don't be engulfed in trying to know every little detail about them, like what they're doing and how they're living, or, you know, it's just like the focus should be back to yourself, like how you can be how you can grow, how you can continuously try to be the better version of yourself. And I'm getting something about your appearance. You may be sprucing up a little bit on your wardrobe. Like I see you kind of focusing on your appearance a little bit more. So like if you, I'm getting some grooming care, perhaps a different kind of look is what I'm seeing here. Okay, let's go ahead and end the reading with a final question and answer. So if you have any questions, now's the time to ask, and we'll go ahead and ask. 3, 2, 1. The answer is cannot foretell now. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just do it one more time. Okay. Think really hard about your question, and let's see what your answer is. Don't bet on it. Okay. So whatever you think, you know, whatever your question was, the answer to that was don't bet on it. So it might be just that, like, don't dwell on it is also what I'm picking up. So don't dwell on anything that was like unsatisfactory for you. Like if something didn't go your way, like move on. Like just continue to focus on yourself is what I'm picking up. So that was your reading, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you. Bye.